So delighted to have this guy in studio, Ron McBride, longtime coach, University of Utah, Weber State, many other places.
Yeah.
We've known each other for a couple of years. In fact, we were just talking, when you first started, we were actually doing games on KUTV. I was calling the games.
Correct.
Best memory ever, that opening game in Minnesota. Remember, you're tied up.
That was crazy, but you know, the whole play was just like you diagrammed it on the board.
Oh, yeah, where you blocked the field goal.
Well, Reynolds blocked it, right? And the ball went exactly like you draw it up. The ball went
the way you wanted
it to. He's supposed to block
it
it, and they're supposed to push it left.
Yeah.
And so he blocks it, pushes it left.
Levon Edwards
picks it up.
Yeah.
Runs for a touchdown.
Yeah, but I remember you ran almost as far as he did.
I did.
You were running down the...
And the official on the sideline was a Big Ten official.
So you knew him from the Wisconsin.
I knew him from Wisconsin. He said, "Go, coach, go."
Oh, he told you to run.
Yeah. I said, "Okay."
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I'm running down,
man.
and I jumped on the pile.
Yeah, it was a great day.
Yeah.
And that same night, BYU was playing Miami. They beat them in Provo, and I believe SportsCenter that night led with those two games.
Yeah.
Might be the only time that's ever happened. But anyway, great memories. Many more to come. And, you know, now that we see you everywhere. I see you at the high school games we televise. I see you at Ute games. I see you at Weber State games.
Right.
You just can't. You love this sport, don't you? You cannot get enough.
Well, yeah, I love football. The game's been so good to me, and you know, I do. I see a lot of games, you know, and try to keep up on the good players, and a lot of my the guys who are former players are coaches at the high schools now. So I try to go to a lot of their games, you know, to watch them coach and watch the kids play.
That is a great point. We have a lot of local coaches that came out of your program.
Absolutely.
It's very, very, very impressive. And some broadcasters, too.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
work with us, too, like Frank Dolce and guys like that. What do you think? The draft day was awesome this year, especially for the Utes. 5 drafts picked, and I know you're very close to the Bartons.
Yeah.
Mark Barton, of course, played for you. I think, did Paul also?
Well, Paul ended up playing baseball.
He actually played minor league baseball too.
Yeah.
But anyway, they both Cody and Jackson got picked. What did you think of that day? And how special that is?
I knew that Cody was going to move up because he tests so well.
In the combine?
I mean, he was nothing but, his stock was going to do nothing but improve because he's going to run a 4.5 something. He's going to vertical of probably 36, 37 probably. His cone test is going to be out of the world. I mean, when he tests, he's going to test like he looks on film.
Right.
And so as he tested, and plus he had a good all-star game, his whole stock moved up considerably.
Yeah. And he goes to Seattle with Marquise players, so that's cool. And then Jackson to Indianapolis. I think that's a nice spot for him. That's an organization that cultivates linemen.
Yeah, well, Jackson should have a long career.
You think so?
First of all, he's very smart. So he'll know every position on the offensive line. He'll know what the calls are. He'll know what to do. And he's really wide and he's really long. And guys that look like him, you know, are the prototype guy you're looking for. And so all he's got to do is he's got to improve on a few things and get his hands up a little quicker, get his pass sets to be a little quicker. But once he is going against full speed guys every day,
will that be a tough adjustment for him in the NFL? Or?
Well, I think, you know, it's all in the set. You know, if his sets can be really, really good with that initial step and take away the lane,
then he'll be all right.
Then he'll be all right because it's like a 1-2-3 thing. You know, sets first, second you got to get separation, then you got to react. It's like a counter puncher in boxer. That's what a pass protection guy is. But if he can accomplish those 3 things, he already understands how to position block, how to filter people, how to get to the second level. So I think that he's exactly what they look for.
And how about 2 kickers, by the way? You know throughout your career
how
I mean, Jurgensen, who can break your heart, he can make your day. Got, you know, those memories. But 2 kickers of, you know, Wisnowski and Matt Gay both being drafted, that says a lot for the kicking game up in
Because, you know, So they get the field goal guy by accident.
Yeah.
By
Matt Gay.
I mean, Matt Gay. It falls in your lap, and then the very first game that they're going to play at the stadium there, the kid from Bingham misses the field goal, right?
Right, and so there he goes.
There he goes, and okay, we'll open the door, and then after that, this kid never looked back.
And don't forget, he was a soccer goalie, by the way, at UVU, and now he's going to be playing in the National Football League.
But
that worked.
He's accurate and he's strong.
Yeah.
And then the punter is
Wisniewski,
is an athlete.
Yeah.
You know,
he is.
We've
seen him run a few fakes that are pretty impressive.
He's like a 4'6" guy, I think, you know, and he's a strong kid, and you know, it's unusual to get 2 kickers drafted in the NFL draft, but both of those guys are way legit guys.
You know a little bit about preseason expectations. You've lived through
right.
that. This year, it's like everybody loves Utah. I don't know how much Kyle Whittingham loves that, but
I think they have a lot of answers to the puzzle.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you take a look across the board, running back, good. Huntley had a really good spring.
Yeah.
What Ludwig's doing really kind of helps Huntley because it's more systematic as to what he's doing. You know, in other words, he doesn't have to think a lot. He just has to take a look and go from there. But he knows where the receivers are going to be, and they're running exact routes, and so he's going to be better. I think the offensive line, Harding, will do a really good job.
He's great,
with it.
Isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good man, good coach, smart guy. You know, he hit the most. The defensive front is loaded, really good.
Yeah.
You know,
they always are.
Yeah.
Go back to your days.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
How about Luther Ellis's kid, by the way?
Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he
played up at Idaho. So.
I'll tell you what. That's a good.
The family there, the lineage.
Yeah. The lineage is good.
Yeah.
It's just like the Bartons, you know.
Right.
I told Mickey she needed to have more kids, you know, because
that's right.
She stopped too soon.
She was a 2-sport athlete. Her daughter, of course, Danny plays volleyball.
I tell you what, I don't know if you remember Mickey.
I do. Yeah, she played basketball.
She was an absolutely great athlete.
She was something else.
And very competitive, and that's where the boys, you know. I mean, she is super competitive still today.
Yeah, she's probably a better athlete than Paul was.
Well,
no offense.
I'm not. I can't.
We'll leave that to their family.
Let's leave that alone. But she was a star by herself.
Yeah, she was.
Mentally and physically.
You got a busy summer. This guy is not slowed down, by the way. You have 3 golf tournaments. Right. It's great the charity work you do for the Ron McBride Foundation.org is where you go for more information on these. First one is a week from Monday. Tell me a little bit about that one up at Oak Ridge. You still have openings for that.
Yeah, still have a couple. So and all the money that we make in that tournament goes back to Ogden. Okay.
Okay.
So it goes to Ogden High School, Ben Lomond.
And the mascots are involved in that.
And the mascots, we're kind of splitting that up with them.
And
then also they're building the construction part of Weber State is building a school in
they are?
Fiji. So in Fiji, we're helping support that cause.
Because your foundation supports education.
We're helping with that, and Jay Hill is also going on that trip with them.
Oh, good.
So we're
another one of your former guys.
Yeah. So we're kicking in on that deal.
And then in June you have
in June
Love You Man. I love that.
And that's to support the high schools in the Salt Lake area. So we do a lot with Northwest Junior. We do a lot with Glendale. Do a lot with Jordan Middle. You know, so and we're looking to expand, you know, our stuff in Salt Lake. So our goal this year is to double what we did a year ago.
Oh, wow.
In other words, we were supporting 3 schools, and now we want to go to 6 or 7. Okay. So it means you have to be more aggressive in your fundraising.
And then in July you have the Mafu.
Then the Mafu tournament is primarily.
That's your Ute buddies.
The Utes giving back. We had 4 people pass away this year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And so we're honoring them
but charity as well.
Yeah, charity as well. So what we do is we take the money from that, and then we say, okay, each family of what we do in our organization, what will they support with that money.
Right. Well, I know that your family appreciates all this because it keeps you out of their hair.
Well, yeah, that's they don't, that'd be unusual if I was sitting around the house taking up space.
What is next for you? Just keep doing charity work and hanging out on the sidelines at endless football games?
I'm going to, I think the day after we play this tournament, I'm going to Louisiana to actually coach some high school kids down there for a week.
At a camp?
Well, at their high school.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'll go down there and work with those kids. Actually, Cecil Thomas is the head coach down there.
Cecil. Yeah, so another one of your former guys.
Yeah, I'll go down there, and then I'm doing things with Gary, up in
Logan.
I was up there for, I think, I was up there 5 days in the spring.
Is that right? And you just cannot get away from this.
So, yeah, and I like the kids. I work a lot with TJ, the offensive line coach. I spent he has to, unfortunately for him, when I come up there, then I stayed with him and his wife, right?
Oh, boy.
So she had to feed me and had to take care of me. And
that's great of him, though.
I appreciate it. And
well, we love seeing you around, Mac. Keep it up. Keep coming to all the high school games that we televise. We've got the schedule done. I'll share that with you and everyone else soon. And I'm excited about these tournaments. The first one is a week from Monday at Oak Ridge.
Right.
The website, you need to go to the Ron McBride Foundation.org. You can register now. There's some spots available for that, and it also has information on the other tournaments.
So we appreciate all of the people that support us, and also Christine and
she runs
Joanne.
it.
Yeah, Christine is she was in the hospital yesterday. I think she's worn it, but today she's back. She's
that quick, that resilient.
Yeah,
good for her.
I said you don't have time to be in the hospital.
Yeah, you got to do my work. All right, Mac, we appreciate it. Okay. I always love having you in here. It's been a long time. Let's keep it going. Ron McBride, jump on the Ron McBride Foundation.org. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.